Well, not easy for me to make this video, but it's important to me. This time of year, a lot of people are going to be alone. It's the holidays, and anyone who watches my other channel, On the Peg, knows fully well that after every episode I always wrap up the show by talking a little bit about mental health. I always tell people to do your best to stay healthy, stay happy, and stay positive, which is really hard this time of year. Especially when it comes to the holidays, when you see all this advertising, all this promotions of be with family, spend money, but it's really tough, especially when you're alone and you're broke. Like, for example, I'm broke. I have no more money until my next payday, and my next payday is after Christmas, and it's going to pay the balance of December's rent because of bills. Bills happen and rent gets delayed sometimes. And I'm also alone. And a lot of people are out there are the same way. And I've talked about men's mental health before, but this is about everyone's mental health in general. I mean, in the past, what I would do is I would take my family out to see a movie on Christmas Day as a distraction kind of thing. But as my friends know me, since 2017, I've been officially single. I've been single basically all that time, and my daughters, who I love and I'm so proud of, well, they're adults now. And my youngest daughter saved up all year to take her sister on a holiday vacation. So right now, my two daughters that I love dearly are currently in London and Paris for a holiday vacation. So I'm alone on Christmas Day. And I know a lot of people are going to be alone on Christmas Day too, and it hits them that, hey, I have really no one to talk to. I don't have anyone to spend time with. So on a day like Christmas Day, it really hits you hard when you're by yourself and you're broken, you can't go to a movie or can't do anything. So my advice is really simple. Find a project to do. Do something that'll keep your mind off of it, that keeps your mind busy, especially with something kind of physical. I myself, I'm working on building new shelving for my studio. And if you're thinking, well, shelving costs money, it doesn't, because the kind of shelving I'm using is recycled plastic bins that cost me nothing. I get them free from a grocery store near me that normally throws these in the garbage, so I'm saving the environment a little bit by recycling these things, and also doing some really cool shelving for my action figures, which you'll see on the show. And I'm also doing chores around the house. Now, not everybody's going to have action figures. Not everyone's going to have, I'm going to build zero-cost shelving, but you got to find something to keep your mind off of that entire day. I mean, every day is hard. If you're a manic depressive, which people don't realize I am. I've been a manic depressive since I was a kid, but I'm a functioning manic depressive. So every day is a bit tough. And for me, the holidays are extremely hard because December 26th marks the anniversary of my father passing away. Yes, my dad passed away when I was 21 on Boxing Day. So Boxing Days for me have always been super hard. And if it wasn't for my daughters, I pretty much gave up on Christmas as a holiday in general. So for me, well, I found a solution last year. I gave myself a project on Christmas and Boxing Day, because in 2024, as my friends know, I didn't work all of 2024. I was unemployed, looking for work, but I knew it was no point job hunting on those 2 days, so I gave myself a project, and I'm doing it again this year. I have a job, mind you. It's not a great paying job. I am still job hunting for something better, but for Christmas Day, because I'm not working, I am actually doing that project that will. Okay, I'll be honest, I will sleep in the morning, but that project's going to keep me busy pretty much all afternoon, all evening, so that I won't be thinking about being so alone and not having to worry about, what am I going to do now that I'm by myself? I'll keep myself busy. That's my advice. Find something. If you are like me and you're alone on Christmas and you have no one around to spend time with, or you have no money to go do something, then find yourself a project you can do. It might not be building shelves. It might be, just spend the whole day drawing, spend the day painting, spend the day writing. I know a lot of people will say, binge watch TV. No, because that can be even more depressing, unless you're watching some really intensive, science fiction show. And as for Boxing Day this year, well, for the first time in many, many, many years, I'm working on Boxing Day for two reasons. One, is to keep my mind off the day. And two, I can use the extra cash. I'm being honest with you. And a lot of people are like that too nowadays, especially with the economy. So for me, the worst part of this year is going to be over after Boxing Day. I do plan on having quite a few drinks Boxing Day night to remember my father when I get home from work. But that's it. But that's my advice, because mental health is important. I mean, I won't even go into the numbers of how many people take their lives every year, especially in this time of year. So do me a favor, share this video, especially if you know someone who might be alone on Christmas Day. Share the video with them. Tell them that they're not alone, that a lot of people out there are alone, but you got to do something to keep your mind off of it. Because if you can't spend time with someone on Christmas Day, and you have no money to go see a movie or keep your mind totally distracted, then you got to find that project. You got to find that something that you could do that'll just keep your mind off of it all day. And all that said, apart from that, this is going up on December 21st, so happy Solstice to everybody. For those of you who don't know, Solstice is the origin of this whole holiday season. It's the longest night of the year, the darkest night of the year. But it's also a night of celebrating life. And that's why it's important to me that people like me out there who suffer with manic depression, who get even worse this time of year, keep fighting, keep surviving, keep going on, keep doing something to keep you going, keep you going, keep you going. I mean, my motivation is I have two daughters, and I made a promise to them that I'll live to 200. And I plan on doing my best to keep that promise. I also have a dog and a cat, so of course they're getting spoiled Christmas Day. Gonna get them special food and everything else. But you got, like I said, do your best for your body, your mind, and your emotional well-being. Do your best to stay healthy. And even though it's really hard for manic depressives out there, single people out there, people who are broke out there, you still gotta do your best to find something, if it's just for like a minute a day, to stay happy. And last but not least, with the year ending, you gotta look to the future and find some hope in it, and that's a good way to stay positive. And until then, take care of yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you guys all in 2026.